bought my first home in 1992, and I was living in an apartment. I had just barely been married, maybe 6 months at that. Oh, it was 93, because I was married in 92. And so I was looking in the Sunday newspaper. That's where we used to have to look before computers came out. And there was a little ad that said you could buy for less than you could rent. And that excited me. Even though at the time my rent was only $395, thinking I could buy a house for less was really cool. So I called the number, and an agent met us over at a house, a little condo, and that place was terrible. I've got to admit that was a terrible place, but he showed us another one. So we went over to that one, and it was a HUD home, which means that it had to be an owner-occupied home. It's kind of like a bank-owned, government-owned home. And he showed it to us. We wrote an offer on that one for $52,000, and we never saw that realtor again. And we never did. We didn't do any inspections. I have no idea how we did that whole process. He just disappeared on us. So somehow we got to title and we closed. But I remember I had to have a $2,000 down payment on that house, and so I called my grandma, and I borrowed $500 from her and $500 from my other grandma and $1,000 from another in-law. And we wrote these little coupon books and paid them all back, and it was kind of a fun process. But I realize now that I would have liked to have a little more hand-holding, and when we sold that house, we used a different realtor. So when we sold our house, we actually got a realtor referred to us, and he was incredible. In fact, he's kind of how I modeled my business after. So if Mike Weber, if you're still in the business anywhere out there, Mike and Kat Weber, they were pretty cool. And I realized how important customer service was from them, and I think that's what I've taken into my business.